All right, welcome back to Bye Guys Crypto Show, where mania rules, caution drools. We play the fools for your viewing pleasure. I'm Raff.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Stu.
I'm Moose.
We are the Bye Guys. We're here to talk crypto all day, every day. It's the American way, and it's here to stay. Just a reminder, this show is 20% Statue of Liberty, 30% end around, 50% flea flicker. We're coming fresh off a Steelers victory last week. So, man, we are all psyched and we're ready to jump right in to check the status of these markets, folks. But just a reminder, this is not financial advice. This is just for fun and giggles. Couple of old fraternity brothers getting together, talking crypto once a week for your viewing pleasure. But let's talk about these markets because, man, we are right on pace. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. There we go.
I got to keep you guessing. So what do you think? Maybe Raff, any comments before we dive into the market cap here?
I mean, we were pre-show talking through the program tonight, and I saw some dour faces here on the screen, my fellow Bye Guys. And I said, guys, turn those frowns upside down, my friend, because this is what it's all about. This is very, very much on par with where we were, in season 1, episode 4. So I feel great about the situation. I think dollar cost average continues in my portfolio, and I'm happy. And I just have a long-term potential. When in doubt, zoom out. That's all you can do, right? So bring us up to speed. Bring us up to speed, sir.
I think we're all still bullish. Obviously, fundamentals are there. It's just end of year, a little less than what our expectations were. I think it's a good lesson, right? If your expectations are too high and it doesn't deliver, you're disappointed. If it doesn't deliver what you expect, you're disappointed. And right now it's still going down a little bit. We're at, trying to get the very tail end of this, 2.14 trillion. So we're still over 2 trillion. We've lost about $500 billion, $500 billion. That's a lot, but I have a good feeling about January. So if we look at the specific cryptocurrencies over the last week, we'll just look at some gainers real quick. We've got Arweave. I actually own Arweave. It's a storage platform for Solana. Not a plug, but just a FYI. Terra, I think we all own, or a couple of us own Avalanche. Little teaser for maybe later on. And look at this one, Helium. Up 31% from last week. Michael, got it's a great pick from last week. Any comments?
Never.
Did you travel to the future by week to look at this chart?
I can't comment on that this time.
All right. A couple other gainers: Polygon, Solana, Aave, XRP. Nice little bump over the last week, but for the most part, things are either flat or down a bit. If we go to market cap, we'll look at some of our big. We've got Bitcoin at 46, still at that threshold of over 46, under 46. We're in good shape if it stays over for a little bit. Hopefully, it keeps climbing. Ethereum seems to have gone back and forth between 37 and 4,000. Let's see, Solana 171, probably still a little bit of a bargain compared to where it's been. Cardano, man, I felt like that thing has dropped like a rock over the last month.
Agreed.
We all hold that. And let's see, Polkadot. I think Polkadot's still a good buy. It's almost half of what it was a month and a half ago. And let's see, last one I'll comment on, Polygon. So Polygon has held strong. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but with all the gas fees, we saw some amazing text earlier with $1,000 plus gas fees on a transaction. That just is insane, and I don't know how much longer we can withstand the Ethereum gas monster, just adding massive cost to everything we buy. Yet we still keep buying. I don't know, we'll have to talk about that another time. But Polygon, I think, helps with that. We're seeing more things, more NFT projects that we've dabbled in have been linked to Polygon. So maybe that's a sign of things to come. What do you guys say? Anything? Any comments on coins or the market? Another down week.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say in with a bang, not a whimper. And we have one more week, maybe one more week before the new year in terms of the show. So hopefully next Monday we'll have some stronger news to report closing out 2021.
Yep.
I'll say real quickly, to your point on, it's all about anticipation and expectation versus reality. I tell you, you asked me 4 months ago, it's like, man, wait for October, November, December. It's going to be a bull run like you've never seen. I wonder how some of these cats that are out there pumping and talking all year about this, how are they going to maintain their audiences and credibility? Because it's basically, ETH's going to 30K, Bitcoin to 200 or 300K. That doesn't happen in this cycle. Are they going to lose some? I'd be curious for me to see. And by the way, I don't trash any of those guys. I watch a lot of shows like that. I just don't know if anyone knows what this market's going to do. Any given day,
Yeah.
it's just so unpredictable.
Yep.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Jeff, to me, those ones you highlighted are no surprise. Those are the ones that typically are on the radar, especially of the four of us, minus maybe one or two of them. But those are the standard ones that they tend to drop, but then they tend to bounce back, and they tend to bounce back bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. I mean, I think we're in for a healthy January. I read something today that mentioned the strength of January last year compared to December. Raff, you probably remember this. I wasn't even in the game yet at that point, but January of 21 was very, very strong early on, coming out of December of 20. So I could see that taking place again. I mean, if I look around, and I'm sure you guys think the same thing, do we feel like the adoption of cryptocurrency or the interest of cryptocurrency is waning at all? If anything, it's just continuing to expand. You're seeing it on TV more. You're seeing it in sports. You're seeing athletes take deals in crypto, not just, third stringers on the football team and the practice squad, but like marquee players that are established that have brands are taking their salaries in cryptocurrency, and they're doing that for a reason. They're bullish on the future, right? It's a lot of money at stake. And so I think the fundamentals are still there. I wish I could describe it better, but it just seems like a end of year tax, a little bit of FUD. All of this is temporary, and we're setting up for a really nice boom, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I feel really good. I don't feel any worse about putting money into the market, and I guess the caveat that I'll leave you guys with and maybe kick it back is just quality projects, right? There's so many coins, so many projects, but now I think we're getting smart enough to know what's a quality project with utility that things are being built on. We talk about metaverse, we're talking about NFTs, and where all the money and dollars are going are into these platforms that all these things are built on. So if there isn't competitive utility with smart contract platforms, I just don't know if you're going to see the growth that you do with the ones that we're paying most attention to as this market matures.
Well, that's a good way to kick it over to the next segment of the show, where we go around the horn and just give you some top of level thoughts. 2 Satoshis. So who wants to kick this off? Keeping in mind that the name of the show tonight is Dignity Be Damned or something like that. What was the title
Dignity
again?
Be Damned.
Yeah.
Be damned.
Dignity be damned. I'd be happy to start off tonight.
All right.
Happy to start off. So, poking around, trying to stay current with what's happening in the banking space. So, article came out yesterday in the American Banker, which is a prominent news source magazine in the banking world. One of the top 10 developments that defined banking in all of 2021. One of them was crypto related, and this is one of them. Stablecoins step out. So this is a very, very magnified topic in the banking world right now, and on the government side too. They're trying to get their arms around it. But point being, and really I would toss this a question to the buy guys too. This article talks about, again, it's talking about what the future might look like, what the landscape might look like. Right now, you walk into a bank, you put your money in a bank, it sits either in a checking account or a savings account or some kind of certificate of deposit or some other vehicle that is FDIC insured. That's a big deal in the banking world, is insurance. It makes people feel safe. Well, they are forecasting that banks might start offering some form of a stable coin that comes with FDIC insurance. So it might not be very long in the future that Rob Rafferty walks into his bank and takes dollars or some other form and gets a savings account that's in stable coin but backed by FDIC insurance, which is a wild thought. It's a total game changer in the banking space. And there's, again, it's not happening yet, but there's a few banks that are listed in this article on American Bankers, or soon to be banks, one of which has applied for a bank charter, that they've issued they already have their own stable coin. So this is happening. It's truly real world. It's revolutionary in the banking space. So we could easily see a day where maybe the big banks offer their own stable coins, or maybe there's a couple standard stable coins that are go-tos that the banks use. So yeah, just kind of throw that out there in the buy guys world, that this is a real world impact that we're all gonna see, that we will see in our lifetime, and I think that our children too will see in their lifetimes.
Wow.
That is
Very
fascinating.
interesting.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm a fan of banks, man. As someone who's tried to do all the know your own keys and do all that jazz, it's very stressful. So I need a third party custodian that's insured. I'd pay a little fee for that. But to each his own. If someone wants to, if you want to, take care of that on your own business and have 13 copies of your seed phrases written around and in a safe deposit box, it's just out of control. But yeah, this is exciting stuff, and we're going to see this industry continue to evolve. The key is there'll be lots of options for consumers, no matter what. At the end of the day, there'll be a lot of choices.
Just a tidbit, and I'll try to keep the buy guys up to date on what's happening in the space. So this is what's happening now.
We like that, and we need that every week from you, Moose. Step it up. Give us the insider perspective from the legacy institutions. That's what we value here. Who wants to go next?
Well, I'll just jump, because I think we've, Jeff at the end of the market kind of recap, and then Moose a little bit. I mean, if there was any doubt, the 50 people that might be listening to the episode tonight about digital assets and where it's going, is it going mainstream? I think, that's the answer now should be obvious, right? And I read an article earlier today about venture capitalism and how they pumped $30 billion into crypto, which is more than all years combined in the past 10 years. So it's just, this decade-old kind of technology. This year alone, 30 billion. And so now there was some hesitation. Now the folks, the investors are saying, we probably don't have enough exposure, where before there was that hesitation. So, if you're listening to this episode, you're early to it. And to Jeff's point that he ended the market recap with all the folks that are coming along, whether it's in art or game or social media or whatever it looks like, those folks are coming on board en masse. So again, not to kind of beat that horse, but it's clearly tonight about the mainstream and where it's headed. It's here. So
yeah, it's a great point. Totally agree.
It makes me feel
Cool.
good to be a first mover,
I mean, I think that's something we're all trying to wrangle with, and maybe that's a good transition, Stu. I agree with your point 100%. And my two satoshis for the night is kind of an extension of what we talked about. We had a group text going this morning, for those that are listening, around just balance, and part of the title was around, for the episode, is dignity be damned, because I think at this stage of the fall, we've all dabbled in NFT projects that we're both very proud of and super excited to promote. And we're also, we feel like we've sold our dignity to buy, and we won't throw any of these under the bus, but some we just feel less excited about. Let's call it that. So through this, going from one end of the spectrum and learning the space and buying different NFT projects that have tons of utility, that just are art based, you go through this mental exercise of, where's my dignity? Is this the right investment? Am I wasting money? Am I investing in real projects? Why don't I just invest all of this money in cryptocurrencies, in legitimate cryptocurrencies? So, I think everybody on the line here has had a recent kind of discovery of, am I putting money where I need to be? And ultimately, this is an investment. This is real money. It is property. It's a taxable event. So my 2 Satoshis is just hit the pause button on purchasing NFTs, kind of recalibrate, take a step back. Raff always says zoom out at the market. I think we should do that with our own respective portfolios to say what's responsible. And if you look at that full NFT cryptocurrency pie, what is a reasonable size of that pie for your total investments, right? Maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 3%, maybe it's 1%. And then within that 1%, what is reasonable to have as NFTs? What's reasonable to have as legitimate crypto projects? What's reasonable to have for high risk, small market cap cryptocurrency projects? And I don't know if, I don't have any answers to that, but it's just something I think is a healthy exercise for us all to do every once in a while so that we can continue enjoying investing in this space. That's just my thought.
That's the
Or
best.
2 Satoshis.
That's the best 2 Satoshi philosophical expression opinion I've ever heard.
That's like
I wish I'd heard that 24 hours ago. It might have talked me off the ledge of some of these projects.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have the title of the episode. Dignity be damned.
Well, let me try to
Do
take it
that.
home with my 2 Satoshis, dignity be damned. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I've been in my fair share of NFT drops. I had a fun one this weekend. And I don't know if you guys can feel me, and I think y'all have been there. And this is where you have to start to question your judgment a little bit. What are your priorities in life, Rob? That's my first name, by the way. Raff is my Raffity. So it's like, okay, what's your priority, man? You're going to go out and have a nice little evening with your wife, date night. We're going to go to Nats Park downtown. It's a big light show, ice rink extravaganza. Oh, but I need to be on my phone at 6 o'clock. It'll only take 2 minutes. I gotta connect my MetaMask and pick up this drop. It's right at 6 o'clock, guaranteed. It'll only take 2 minutes, honey. I promise. Just hang tight. All right. Yeah, okay. Dignity be damned if I'm there for 2 hours running back and forth to the bathroom to check my phone. It's going on Discord channel. It's blowing up. Where's the drop? Where's the drop? We're trying. Polygon slowed down. It's a jam. It's a traffic jam on the system. Like, everything okay? You all right? Oh, yeah, I'm cool. You're still checking your phone. Are you sure? I thought it was only going to take a couple minutes. Well, yeah, it should, but and then finally 3 hours later, we're going to pull the plug and do this at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. But of course, I'm wide awake. Beep, beep, beep. Alarm goes off. Gosh, why are you getting up so early? Oh, I just got to get up. I got to go got to go on a jog. I got to exercise. And you're like, but I got it, baby. Boom, I scored the drop. It came through the next day, 6 a.m.
Must be nice.
And you just go, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? Dignity be damned. My 2 Satoshis. Yes, I think it is. It'll all pay off. But try to put things in perspective. I think the number one rule that I'm coming to learn is if you have these sort of time sensitive drops, try to structure your life around them and be honest with your family about you have to cut them out for you can't plan anything that day. It's just like you got to be on point. I got to be at my home computer, no phone transactions. I can't miss this opportunity to gamble significant sum of money. Anyway, whatever. It's all fun and games in some level, and it's working out. But this has happened to me more than once when I've been out and about and had some struggles. So I hope we can all feel that pain that I'm suffering. That's just my 2 Satoshis. Let's try to get better in 2022 with these drops, people. Come on, get this technology up and running. These are legitimate outfits, by the way. I think I'll say one quick thing. It's like, I think a lot, even very legitimate, like The Matrix, right? The Matrix, freaking like Hollywood blockbuster movie. They got months of run-up time. They have a disastrous drop. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus here. I'm just saying, well, I guess I kind of did, but the point is, let's get it together, projects. Deliver. If someone can deliver with like a great quality product on time, I think they're going to really make a strong impression, because right now a lot of things are just not rolling right. The Macy's parade thing was a disaster, right? What is going on? I mean, it's just like,
it's an indication we're early.
Super early, but it's like people are trying.
Right?
It also is an indication it's just a money grab out there. Like people are just trying to get these things out as soon as possible versus like hit pause, get it right.
Well, even the Adidas drop. I mean, there aren't too many corporations as large as Adidas, and even they fumble. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
that
this
should
is
tell you
this,
something.
it's
that
normal.
still-
It is what it is. R2 Satoshis, get it together, programmers. I don't know anything about that business, by the way. But now we're going to move into the most exciting part of the show, running of the Moon Bulls. Here we are, week 4. Man, there's been a lot of volatility, except for me. I'm always the caboose in this gang. Maybe wasn't I the lead card? It was in the first week. I don't even remember, man. It's just depressing. But let's see where are we at. Where are we at here? All right, I moved up a slot. Who's down? Wow, Noah got decimated.
Yeah.
Stu falls to second. Moose back in pole position. This is where you're rightly. That's where you started the week. I guess you had a real gung ho hit with that helium, huh? That looks like a winner.
Well done.
Well done. I guess my theta recovered a little bit. Maybe not. I'm still down $30. This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, this is very interesting. It's still a competitive race. No one's pulling away completely. I mean, Moose, you got a pretty sizable lead there, but and wait a second. Are those standings right? Raff?
Yeah, I think it looks like my percentage is a little off. I think the standing's accurate, but I think I'm probably a little closer to down about maybe.
Maybe I did the math. This is what happens when you rush the math on the gains. Just ignore that piece of it. The dollar amount and the place is correct.
Okay, well, my dollar amount 79 is not. Oh, it's be third. Yeah, I get it. I'm right on your heels there, Stu.
Yeah.
I'm
You have of your 100, you've got 79 left. You're in third. You moved up to third.
Got you, buddy. Got you. All
Diggity
right.
be damned.
So we're gonna start off. Who goes first? I think it's the winner goes first, doesn't it?
Yeah, leader. Yeah,
leader.
Yeah. Moose
Go
is definitely
Moose.
not the winner. Definitely
What do
not
you
the winner.
Today, the week's winner, but not the overall winner.
Sure.
He's got three in the bag already. What's he going to go with tonight?
This is dangerous because look at my percentage gain. Jeff, what's my percentage gain? Negative 28%.
No, that's not right
Horrible.
either. That's not right either. You're down $10. Let's just call it what it is.
All right.
Let's
I'm
not
down
overcomplicate it.
$10. Down $10.
Down 10%. You're down 10%.
Early on last week, I was watching just like you guys were. I was watching because I almost picked Solana last week, and I was watching, and Solana like jumped quick, big, and I thought, oh man, Raff hit it. Like Solana's on its way back up, and then it kind of dipped back down. Then helium kind of worked its way, and it kind of outpaced Solana. So I was very, very close to picking Solana again for this week, but probably not the right thing to do. I deep dove, went into some additional research. I'm going to go with Polkadot this week. Polkadot's down about 40+%, 40+% over the last 30 days. And just yesterday, they finally launched their parachains, which increases all their scalability. So I'm feeling hot on Polkadot this week. So that's my pick this week.
That was going to be my pick, and I can't keep up with you. I can't just keep pace with you. You have to stop stealing my picks, man. That's not cool.
Now, Raff, hold on a second. You got $75 in theta right now. I have 0 theta. You pick up DOT this week, and your theta takes off. Then you're mooning. You're beating all of us.
All right, thank you for the solace. I was literally looking at the CoinMarket site as Jeff was scrolling through. That's a brilliant pick because DOT's down. It's not going to stay down. DOT's coming back, so you're gonna do good, my friend. Cheers to you. First place on this first season with us. I don't know, guys. We might have made.
Now listen. We got weeks 5 through 10 still. It is it's early. It's early in the season right now. There's a lot of games left. A lot of games.
All right. Well, you're a humble guy. We appreciate that. That's going to take us on to Stu, who's right. He got the trophy behind him, so he's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, not as humble. Yeah. That's humble. The last 7 seconds convinced me that maybe I'm looking at my notes that the crypto that I wanted to go with, and I actually anticipated going with, but I think I'm gonna just stay with Gala Games one more week. I think it's at 43 cents. But I have one that I felt like I wanted to unleash tonight, but maybe I'll watch it one more week. But I might have to pull out I might have to pull it out of the bag. I'm not a big fan of going 3 quarterbacks deep into this game so early. So I'm going to just stick with XRP and then more Gala tonight. So that's going to be my pick. More Gala.
I like it. You know, this is kind of following his traditions, so sticking with his horse, you know what I'm saying, and riding it and just like letting it take you to where it's going to go. I like that strategy. I don't know if it's going to pay off this time, but I respect it. And now I'm up for number 3 here, and I was just not paying too much attention because I was Googling a little bit to try to figure out what I'm going to do. I didn't have a really strong backup plan. It's a very challenging decision. I'm not going to just keep pace with Moose. I got to catch up. You know, I don't want to just, keep up. So I'm gonna roll the dice a little bit. It's still down, although it's coming back a little bit, not enough for my perspective. But I think one of the lessons I learned from the last time around is don't want to spread myself out too thin. I want to get a winner and I want to stick with it and double down. And I'm going back to the Theta well, because it's still got a lot of headroom, man. I just have a real positive. I got good vibes with Theta. That's all.
I usually don't comment positively on anything that you do here, Rob, but I will say that I'm proud of that pick. I'm proud of it. Well done.
Thank you, sir. It takes us to number 4, the Caboose. What's up? What are you going to do to get back in this game, sir?
I'm not worried at all. I feel great about my position. Made a mental error last week. I'm going to pull a little bit of behind, what is it, the fifth wall, and say that this game is all about details, and I was not on my game last week. I actually had picked and purchased earlier in the day Avalanche last week.
Man.
At $75. $75 I purchased it. Got on the show and forgot that I had picked Avalanche and said crypto.com. Made the wrong pick. Because integrity matters, I want to keep the accuracy of the show intact. Since I said crypto, I went and bought it right after the show, and there we are with the pick. So what I am going to do is I still feel great about Avalanche. I purchased it again, second week in a row today. AVAX Avalanche is my pick. I feel wonderful about it because I think it's already gone up from my pick earlier today, and I would feel great about it if I'd have picked it last week and actually threw it into the contest. I'd probably be in first place, but that's fine. I'm going to keep picking it through the course of this contest. Avalanche, I feel great about next week. I think we're going to have a big shuffle after this upcoming week.
No asterisks.
It's going to get interesting.
Yeah, man.
I own it. I'm a big ownership. I'm going to own that mistake.
Well, I don't think anyone's pulling ahead too far beyond, the ability for someone to catch up yet. So just stay tuned. Week 4 under the belt here, but miles to go. We're not even halfway home yet, folks. One more week until 50%. So it's been another great week for the buy guys. We really appreciate this, because it's just, you got to get in this game. You got to play. It's like they say, lotto, you got to play to win. And crypto, you got to buy to fly, baby, to the moon. See you next time. Bye-bye.